Welcome from Zanzi Fan TV. I'm joined here by Lisiba Chelsea. Obviously, a very happy man. I don't need to ask how he's feeling.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
he just demolished Norwich. Like I predicted, it wasn't even going to be a contest given the way Chelsea is playing. So it must surprise a lot of people, but Chelsea right now is, one of the top teams in the world. But 7-0, I didn't see that coming. When I checked the score line, I was with another friend of mine, and we were all surprised. We didn't know what we were looking at. 7-0. I don't remember the last time there was a 7-0 score in the Premier League. Villa beat
Hey,
Liverpool, but it wasn't 7-0. So it just shows how Chelsea, is performing at the moment. Um, how did you see it, my man? Satisfied, obviously, with the result, the performance.
yeah, yeah. Listen, first thing is foremost, a few two fans of Mzansi Fan TV, uh, champions of Europe. Let's have a special mention once and always. Kings and Queens of London. Yeah, sheve bafowethu. Champions of Europe. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. I think going into the game, of course, 3 points was always the most important thing, but there was a sense of expectation and somehow we're kind of looking what the performance is going to be like. So going into the game, I think Thomas, knowing that, he credit to him, he made some tweak in the system there, and boy, it worked. It worked. So today we got the results aside, football was smashing. We played super football. What Thomas did there today is we kind of saw our fullbacks tucking in the inside. When we have a ball on the side, the opposite fullback tucks in, and we started having numbers in the middle of the park, and we were dominating because Norwich had a formation that was mirroring ours, and they went man for man in the middle of the park. And when our fullback tucked inside, we always had an extra man, and that's a setup. When Jorginho is free, when Jorginho is on the trumpet, Chelsea can sing. So we ripped them apart from the middle. We ripped them
Yeah.
apart from the middle, and the Cobham boys. Oh God, Chaloba there.
Wow,
He
yeah.
looks like he's been playing as much as Thiago Silva has been playing football. It's just it's amazing.
Yes.
Kalamotso Odoi, Robben came on. Mason Mount, there's no need to talk about Mason Mount's performance today. I think
You
he
remember?
came out and we spoke
Yeah.
about Mason Mount, didn't we?
Talk about Mason Mount, man. People were throwing shade at Mason Mount, doubting his ability. The
Yeah,
kid
yeah,
is good. I mean, he's effective, like we said. He's very efficient. I love the first goal. That technique.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
yeah, he's got a killer instinct. You leave
yeah,
Mason Mount, is gonna kill you. He doesn't miss many. Mason
yeah,
Mount will kill you. Let people doubt him. I dare
yeah,
people to doubt him. And he's gonna show his quality through and through. If he keeps himself fit, I see him having a long career. He's like, for me, he's not world class. Yes, of course, he's not world class, but he's got the ability to be. I love
yeah.
Mount. I love Mount.
He's
I
only
must say,
22. He's only 22. I think people forget he's so good. People forget that he's only 22.
wow,
So there's room for growth. There's room for growth. I mean, he's only at the beginning of his career.
yeah.
I can imagine 3, 4, 5 years from now, he'll be a top player. He'll be
How
a
much is
top
Rashford?
player.
Not how
Eh?
much. Actually, how old is Rashford? Or how old is McTominay? I think they're in their mid 20s. I think they
Yeah,
are
no,
around 5.
yeah, Rashford is 22 as well. Yeah.
Let me.
McTominay is about 24, 25.
Rashford is 23. Wow, Rashford is still young, man. Rashford is still young.
Ah,
Look who's here. Look who's
that
here.
philanthropist.
Brian.
What's that philanthropist?
Brian, the main man. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it?
I'm all right, man. I just had Lisiva on the stream. Now Lisiva got disconnected. You came in. I don't know what happened, man. But anyway, how you feeling about the win, man?
It was expected, man, to be honest, because but like Norwich just literally came there to lose. They had that losing mentality from the beginning. But that was what 3-0 in like half an hour. It was expected. I'm shocked even more didn't go in.
I predicted a Chelsea walkover, but not a 3-0, not
Not
a
like
7.
that, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that
I
was too
thought maybe
much.
another 4. I thought maybe another 4 like we did in the Champions League, but 7. But how are
I
you
mean,
feeling about tomorrow?
I'm nervous. I can't say, I can't lie.
But you've got Ronaldo. Why are you nervous?
No, Ronaldo, yes, he will score goals, but he needs chances. That's the problem with us. We don't create a lot. That's the problem, man.
But to be honest with you, also, your guys' chances haven't been so. Like, you guys haven't had, like, clear-cut chances. So it's a bit difficult. I don't know. I feel like Pogba and Bruno, they're on and off. They're inconsistent.
Yeah, Liverpool is gonna tear us apart, man. I'm telling you, Brian.
They will.
Liverpool's gonna tear us apart.
Guys, I'm still saying 3-1 Manchester. Watch. 3-1 Manchester. Watch.
3-1, my man.
I'm telling you, 3-1 Manchester.
The funny thing is, I want Man United to lose so that Ole can go, man.
But they made it clear he's not going anywhere, Amos.
You know, that's the
They've made it
problem.
very clear that man is not going anywhere. He can lose
So
the next 10 games. He can lose them. He's not going anywhere.
that's the problem with our club, man. The standard is so low. I mean, at any other team, Soldier would have been fired a long time ago.
No, but you see, I think at the same time, them keeping him, it's a good thing for longevity and to get you to what you guys originally were before. Because if you think about it, you had one manager for 25 years. And over the
Yeah,
last
but
10 years, you've had 7 different managers. So it shows you where you need to be versus where you are.
But look at the success that we've had under Ferguson. Do you think Ole is capable? Because in 3 years, he hasn't won anything. Van Gaal has won something. Mourinho has won something in less time than him.
Fair enough. But also don't forget, Ferguson, his first 3 years almost got you relegated twice. This man got
Yeah,
you Europa League final. He's been getting
you
you
know,
guys to finals every season.
yeah,
So some credit
yeah.
is deserved.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point, Brian. But he gets us to the final, but he doesn't have that pedigree to get us over, right? He's always number 2 on everything. On the league, he was number 2. We need that manager that can get us over the line.
You can have the man, but if the players can't do it,
But we've got one of the best squads in the Premier League, man. Only City can
you
talk to us.
definitely do. You definitely do. But it's about it's here. If they don't have it here,
But wherever these players have come from, they were doing well. When they come to our team, because there's no structure, there's no philosophy, there's no style of play, everyone looks bad. Look at Sancho, bro. Look at Varane. Look at Ronaldo. Look at Pogba. Everyone
fair
is
enough.
underperforming under
Yeah.
this manager, my man. I don't buy
No,
this bullshit of give Ole time. Why didn't we give Van Gaal time? Because he didn't play for Man U. This fraud is getting time because he played for Man U and he scored 1 goal in the Champions League final. He's a fraud, bro. This guy is a fraud.
Okay, no, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. And I mean, it's the same conversation I was having with another United fan. That I mean, guys, the thing is, you guys need to understand, for a system to be in place, that takes years. It takes experience. He's learning through you guys, and I feel like for a coach that's learning, he's made big changes, and on top of that, he's returned you to the stature that you were before, which is something all of the managers you mentioned before haven't been able to do. So you hire Zidane. Zidane comes, he's able to motivate the dressing room, but the question is, 2-3 years from now, what then?
You know, I hear what you're saying, right? That time is needed
Yeah.
to establish a philosophy and everything. But look at
Yeah.
Tuchel, man. Tuchel took a month or or less than that, to impose his philosophy on the Chelsea team. Look at what they're doing now, man. I mean,
But
for
okay,
me,
whoa, let me ask you this about Tuchel. What is his philosophy and what is his system?
I think the first thing that you'll hear people saying about Tuchel and what I've observed is Chelsea is hard to beat right now, right? That's a fact, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that is down to his coaching. It didn't happen by mistake, right? Yes, going
Okay.
forward, Chelsea have not gelled, to be honest. They've got too many players in terms of attack, but they have not gelled. But he has brought you success by being solid at the back and playing effective football, in my opinion. You know, I haven't
Okay.
seen, yeah, like a Pep Guardiola and a Klopp. You know how their teams are going to play. You know they've got a philosophy, high intensity,
Took them
pressing
time. Yeah.
high. Yeah, so I think Tuchel, if we look at his impact on that team, it has been a very positive impact in terms of being hard to beat. Obviously, you increase your chance of winning games. Ole Gunnar Soldier in 3 years, we can't even say one good thing on the pitch. The only thing we can say good about him is off the pitch. He's a good guy. People like him. Who gives a shit about that? I don't. We just want to see results on the pitch.
Okay, the Tuchel part I'll get back to. But I feel like he's done enough on the field because, like I'm saying to you, think about it. Think about it. 3 years ago, 3 years ago, who wanted to play for Manchester United? 3 years ago, who wanted to come and play for Manchester United?
A lot of players were signed. I remember under Jose, we signed Pogba, right? We
Yeah.
signed Ibrahimovic. We signed Mkhitaryan. We signed Eric Bailly because they wanted to play for Mourinho, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't remember a player that we wanted and we couldn't get. But look now, Ellen Haaland doesn't want to play for Man United. He doesn't, bro.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do anything with Ole. That has everything to do with the fact that Real Madrid is calling him. It's Real Madrid. You know it's different. You know it's a different call entirely.
It's got nothing to do with Ole.
It's got nothing to do with Ole. No, honestly, Haaland even said, guys, Haaland turned down Chelsea. He even turned us down. So it's nothing to do with the league, the clubs, the coaches. It's because he wants to play for Real Madrid. It's fair and square. That
Yeah.
one you can't even. Nah.
I mean, man, before we wrap it up, let's see, but I don't think he's coming back. Do you think, guys, you as Chelsea, do you believe you can challenge for the league actually?
I believe I'll win the league.
Wow. I can't disagree with you. I mean, Chelsea is strong, but Liverpool, bro, I think Liverpool is going to have a more closer contention than you guys, to be
Sorry, the
honest.
finisher. The thing is, I feel
Yeah.
like Liverpool, for me, man, that season they won that league by the 20-point margin. That season exposed their frailties. People have figured out Liverpool's weaknesses, which is why I say you guys can beat them tomorrow. You've done it before.
My
But I
man.
also want to return on that point of Tuchel's, where you're
Yeah,
saying how he
Tuchel,
took
yeah.
over Chelsea and everything like that.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you remember this point last season. We were at the top of the league. We had a 17-game unbeaten run,
Yeah,
playing the exact same formation with the exact same players.
yeah.
So I ask you, how do you feel like the coach lost that?
You mean Lampard?
Under Lampard. Yeah.
You know, for me, I think Lampard like is a different coach. Obviously, I think he needed more time, right? In my
Yeah.
opinion, because if you
Yeah.
remember when you fired him, he just won a game, right? You fired him after a win.
Yeah.
Yes. Whether he would have went to win the Champions League is a different story. I don't think he would have won it. But I think long term, Lampard for me was a good match for Chelsea. Long term, right? But obviously, Chelsea is based on success. Chelsea wants success now. That's why they let go of him because they wanted somebody to utilize those players that he bought for so much millions. They wanted somebody who can win now. I don't think
Yeah.
Lampard is a bad coach. I would take Lampard at United over this fraud, man. I'm telling you. I would take it over this fraud. I'm telling you. This guy is clueless. Is clueless. You can't even compare him to Lampard. Lampard has got tactics. They just didn't work, but at least he's got tactics.
Okay. For me personally, I feel like Lampard is a better coach than Tuchel. Tuchel took over a system that was already in place. All he had to do was mobilize the dressing room, and that's how we got the success that we got. The dressing room was lost because the older players were disagreeing with how the younger players were being brought in. So personally, that's why I will never rate Tuchel as a coach because he already got a winning formula. It's like Zidane with Real Madrid. That was Carlo Ancelotti's project. He brought in Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, Kroos, Modric, Casemiro. Zidane was just buddy with the guys on the field, and they wanted to play for him. That's the difference.
Brian,
Now
you,
I feel
you
like
know
with
what?
Ole, it's a similar to the same situation. That's what's going on right now. Is that
Let's park the
there's
let's
few
park
heads
the
that are
Zidane
budding behind the
discussion.
scenes. Yeah.
Next time you and I talk, we'll have the discussion with Silva present because I had the same discussion with him about Zidane, and he nearly bit my head off because he's a Madrid fan and he's emotional about that shit. He says Zidane is the best coach that has ever lived. My man, thank you very much for jumping on the stream. Our time is up, my man. We'll chat tomorrow, right?
Now, 100%. Let me know.
Thanks, my man.
Sharp, sharp.
We've come to the end of the stream, guys. It was a wild one, man. We lost Lisiba there midway, but we got Brian in the stream. We'll be back tomorrow for the match reaction, Man United versus Liverpool. It's gonna be a mad one, man. I can't wait. Have you guys lovely day and good evening.